Okay, example 3. Maria has a job as a financial advisor in a bank. She advised a customer to invest part of his money in a money market fund, earning 12% simple interest, and the rest in an investment fund earning 14% simple interest. The customer had $6,000 to invest. If he earned $772 in interest in 1 year, how much did he invest in each fund? Well, first of all, we know that she has $6,000 to invest. All right, let's go back for a second. Two things that we're looking for. X is amount invested in money market fund. Money market fund. And we'll let Y be the amount invested in an investment fund. All right, so that's the two amounts that she invested. One thing we do know, she had $6,000 to invest. So X plus Y is equal to 6,000. The total amount invested in both accounts together was $6,000. Then let's talk about the interest that she earned. Well, in the money market fund, she earned 12% simple interest. So if we were to take the amount that she invested in the money market fund and multiply that by 0.12, we would get the simple interest that she earned on that part of her investment. Then, if we were to multiply the amount that she invested in the investment fund by 0.14, we would get the amount of interest that she earned from that part of her investment. Now we know that the total amount that she earned in interest in 1 year from both accounts was $772. And so now we have the two equations that we're going to use, and we can set up we can solve the first equation for one of the variables. If we were to solve that for x, remember that x is equal to, we're going to subtract y from both sides, 6,000 minus y. If she had 6,000 total to invest, whatever was left over after the money was put into the investment fund, well, that's how much she would have to put into the money market fund. What are we going to do with that? We know another name for x now, and that is 6,000 minus y, and then plus 0.14y, and that has to equal 772. And so now we have one equation with one unknown, and we're going to be able to solve this. So we need our calculator, 0.12 times 6,000. So we have 0.12 times 6,000 is going to give us $720. So 720 minus, we're distributing here, 0.12y plus 0.14y is equal to $772. Now when I combine like terms on the left side, I get 720 plus, that's 14 cents minus 12 cents, which is 0.02y, is equal to 772. Subtracting 720 on both sides leaves me with 0.02y is equal to $52. If I were to divide both sides by 0.02, bring back my calculator, then that will give me 52 divided by 0.02 is 2,600. So y is equal to $2,600. And we do have an equation for x above. X is 6,000 minus y, which was 2,600, and that would give us an x value of $3,400. So 3,400 plus 2,600. So again, x is the first, 3,400. Y is the second, 2,600. Together they add up to 6,000. Now, if we were to multiply to check this out, remember that in the money market fund, she gets 12%. So we would have 3,400 times 0.12. That would give us $408. And in the investment fund, 2,600 times 0.14%, that would give $364. 364 for a total of $364 plus 408 would give $772. And that was the amount we were trying to reach. Okay, so that's a way that we can check our answer in that problem. So let's go on to the next problem. So here's another problem that's very similar in nature to the previous one. And having done the previous one, see if you can put this one together. So once again, you can pause the video at any time and come back and check your work against what I'm doing here. So Tricia received an inheritance of $5,500. She invested part of it at 8% simple interest and the remainder at 12% simple interest. So we know that X is amount invested at 8%. We'll let Y be the amount invested at 12%. What do we know? We know she had a total of $5,500 to invest, and so we have our first equation, x plus y is equal to 5,500. Second of all, we know that she earned a total of $540 in interest. We multiply 8% times the money invested in that account plus 12%, 0.12, times the amount invested in that second account, and those two interest amounts together have to total $540. You know the deal. We're going to solve the first equation for one of the variables, x or y, doesn't matter, but we will say that x is equal to 5,500 minus y. Now we can substitute that expression for x in the second equation. So 0.08 times 5,500 minus y plus 0.12y is equal to $540. Multiplying that out, we get 0.08 times 5,500, we're distributing here, 5,500 is going to give us $440 there. 440 minus 0.08y plus 0.12y is equal to 540. I'm going to combine like terms first on the left side. 440 plus minus 8 cents from 12 cents gives 0.04y equals 540. Subtracting 444 on both sides. 540 minus 444. If we bring in our calculator again. 540 minus 444 gives us 96. So therefore 0.04y equals 96. Dividing by both sides by 0.04 is going to give us 96 divided by 0.04 is $2,400. So y would be equal to $2,400. And we go back to our equation that tells us x in terms of y. That would be 5,500 minus 2,400, and that's going to give us a value of 3,100. All right, so now we know y was $2,400, x was $3,100. Together, those add up to $5,500. That's true. Now, if we were to multiply 0.08, that's the amount of interest earned in the first account, 0.08 times 3,100, that would give us $248. Then, if we were to multiply 0.12 times $2,400, that would give us $288. And I'm hesitating here because something doesn't look good. So this is why we check our work to make sure that we find any mistakes that we might have made. So I'm going to go back and look for my mistake. Because what tipped me off here is that 248 plus 288 gives me 536, so I'm $4 short somehow. And so maybe it's a small mistake that I've made, but I'm going to look for it now and come back when I find it. Okay, so I do see where I made my mistake. Maybe you saw it before I did. And that is, for some reason, I changed the 440 into 444. So I'm going to correct those. All right, so I corrected them here. Then I'm going to get $100 instead of $96. And $100 divided by 0.04 is going to give me $100 divided by 0.04 is equal to $2,500. So $2,500 was invested in the second account at 12%, 2,500. So write that 2,500 there, and 5,500 minus 2,500 would be $3,000 invested at the 8% rate. Now, when I multiply 8% times the amount invested there of 3,000, I get 0.08 times 3,000 gives me 240. Then 0.12, let's do all the calculations first, times 2,500 is going to give me $300. And now you can see the 240 plus the 300 is equal to 540. So 3,000 times 0.08 is, what was the number again? 3,000 times 0.08 is 240. And 2,500 times 0.12 is equal to 300. And now that checks, I have a total interest of 540 with 5,500 total invested. So again, hopefully that brings out why it's so important to check your work. Even I check my work because I make simple little mistakes, and if I can go back and find them, then I can correct them and get the problems correct. So that's going to do it for this